Hello. So welcome to the latest new-ish. It has been a while. I'm sorry about that. I will be working on a schedule to make sure that the videos get more consistent than they've been all summer, all year. Um, Sorry about that, but on to the new-ish. So, starting with some new old-ish, I have went to my first retro gaming convention. I've actually been to my first two retro gaming conventions since my last episode of New-ish. Um, and I didn't know what to expect, having never been to one. And the two that I've gone to are very similar. They take place in schools or small campuses, and the gyms will be the vendors or small hotels, and they'll have areas for the vendors, and uh, there's museum sections where you can check out either some rare consoles, some unreleased consoles. The first one I went to had the Nintendo PlayStation just right there out on the floor, and even connected and in use in playing games. That's like the only one out there, and it wasn't even in a glass case or anything. So you got to just go up and like really look at this one of a kind, amazing piece of gaming history, and that was really cool. I also purchased a few things at both conventions. So here's what I picked up at my first retro gaming con. Um, I I wasn't, again, like I said, I wasn't sure what to expect, so I didn't bring that much money with me, and there were so many things that I wanted to buy. But this is what I came home with, and these ended up being $20 each, which I find it's funny when you think about certain things, paying $20 for like a really old game that I can't even play anymore, but I still find it to be a steal, because it's like look at this is Alone in the Dark. This I needed to add to my horror collection, for obvious reasons. I would go and explain this, but then this video would be really long and stuff like that. But yes, I love survival horror games, so of course I had to get Alone in the Dark on PC, and the box was in really good condition. The price that was actually in here says $31.99, so I guess whenever this person purchased it, that is the price that they paid. And of course, the items in here aren't in the best condition, but it comes with everything, even the original receipt is in here for the price, the $31.99. So the receipt was actually in there for the person who originally purchased this. And, it comes with the manuals. The floppy disk. I mean, isn't that a freaking treat? Floppy disk. One of the first games I ever had on PC, floppy disk, was Wolfenstein 3D. Played the heck out of that. And my favorite part of this tiny little book. This tiny little, look at that. I am so obsessed with survival horror stuff. There are all these little items. Can you look at how cute? It's a tiny little book, and every page has, I guess, but there's a different image on each page. And this This makes the purchase extra awesome. So I also got Maniac Mansion for $20 because Maniac Mansion in this awesome box for $20, and again with all of this just like really awesome stuff inside. You have, I'm trying to be careful. Usually I'm just like flailing around with things, but you know, this stuff is getting older and a lot harder to find and replace, so be gentle. So here was a newspaper that came inside. The Adventurer. This was also how they used to handle copy protection. You would have these codes, and when you boot the game, it would tell you which sections and numbers and letters, and then you put the red strip there, and you get the info. And I also got Dracula Unleashed. This was done by the people who did Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, and I freaking loved that game so much when I was a kid, and I still love it, and I love the whole idea of it. And so I actually never heard of this until I saw this while purchasing the other two, and I was like, Dracula, okay, totally into that theme, and oh my god, Sherlock Holmes, and then I was sold. They just remastered, I think, Maniac Mansion, and it's on Steam. And Alone in the Dark, I believe, is also on Steam and Good Old Games and stuff like that. So I can play them that way. I also have Maniac Mansion on is it Super Nintendo? I don't know. Now this one, Dracula comes with a G-rated trailer, 10 minutes. So I've got a VHS tape in here. Vampire fangs, which I will be putting nowhere near my face. Manuals and paperwork, which we don't get anymore. And the Journal of Abrium. And the Journal of Abraham Van Helsing. Right here. And then the CD in there. I'm not going to fight with that to pull that up because I'll just leave that. So for our second retro game con, which was just called a video game con, we got a couple of more things, including I finally got my Isabel figure, and a couple of other goodies. Insert image here because I did not collect those to show off, and I also can't remember every single thing that we got. I do know that I got Kuon, and I had Kuon a long time ago, and I very sillily sold it and regretted it ever since, and it is now back in my horror collection where it should be, where it belongs. Now for some new stuff, so new because like I just got this last night. Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness for the PS4. I have not played any Psycho-Pass game before. I have seen a few episodes of the anime and thought it was amazing. I hope I know what's going on. I don't care. I'm excited to play. I had to get the special edition because it's pretty. So slide this up to reveal some more pretty art. Very nice art there. Art in the back. So far this special edition is artastic. And in case you were wondering, here's some more art. And a very arty fabric cloth, so you can clean your glasses with some art. And your Vita screen, your PS4. We have here, comes with an art book with lovely, lovely art. Here you go, some nice concept art. Required listening, soundtrack. Oh, I love when they come with soundtracks. I really like video game soundtracks. I throw on playlists when I'm cleaning, because it makes cleaning feel a lot more epic when you have video game music playing in the background. Except for when it's like Silent Hill music, because then you're terrified. Then you're terrified while you're cleaning. And lastly, of course, it comes with the game, which I obviously have not played yet, because it's sealed, and you just saw me open this box. So please don't ask me how this game is, because I have no idea yet. But really, really good assortment of stuff in the special edition, which I think was $69. And lastly, and also kind of new, Blair Witch. I saw the new Blair Witch project and I was entertained by it. Minor spoilers if you are... I won't go into details, like major, but again, I found it entertaining. I thought, you know, I'm a big fan of detailed folklore like that. So, totally into all that stuff. But my goodness, some of the dumbest, you know, like character decisions I've seen in a good long while. But other than that, it was a fun horror movie. Actually, one more issue. They added like soundtrack audio, whereas the first one was, okay, you know, this is found footage. All of the creepy sounds were based off of things that were happening in the background of whatever was going on, whereas now it's soundtrack screeches. So if there's a cut or being switched to a different feed, it's just like and that is a cheap scare, because if I shook you and screamed in your ear, yes, there's a higher percentage chance that I would startle you. That is pretty much it for this week's newish. I also just purchased the Destiny expansion, and I'm gonna go play that. I'm gonna go play that right now. See you next time.